First, we have Kim Soo Hyun saga escalating as intimate photos emerge.
And we also cover the Lee Jin-ho lawsuit, the catalyst for the whole Kim Soo Hyun scandal.
And last but not least, Kim Soo Hyun is cancelled from shows and faces potentially huge payment for damages. And on to the first news. Kim Soo Hyun saga is escalating as intimate photos emerge. Over the past week, daily reports have emerged alleging a past relationship between Kim Soo Hyun and the late Kim Se Ron. The revelations come from none other than the 가로 세로 Research Institute, a well-known right-wing YouTube channel, infamous for its exposés, pretty notorious, right? The controversy first ignited on March 10th when 가로 세로 alleged that Kim Soo Hyun had been in a relationship with Kim Se Ron for 6 years, beginning when she was just 15 years old and he was in his late 20s. Now, the claim sent shockwaves through the industry. Kim Soo Hyun's agency, gold medalist, swiftly denied the allegations, calling them false and unfounded. However, just one day later, 가로 세로 countered with a photo of Kim Soo Hyun allegedly kissing Kim Se Ron on the cheek, claiming that she was only 16 years old at that time. Each day since, more intimate photos have surfaced through 가로 세로, which claims to have been obtained directly from Kim Se Ron's family members. On top of the dating controversy, 가로 세로 reported that gold medalist had been pressuring Kim Se Ron to pay back the 700 million won she owed in damages from her drunk driving incident. On March 14th, Kim Soo Hyun's camp issued a new statement backtracking on their initial denial. They confirmed that the two actors had indeed dated for 1 year, not 6 years, between 2019 and 2020, but only as adults. They directly refuted claims that the relationship had begun when Kim Se Ron was a minor. The statement also addressed allegations that Kim Soo Hyun's side had pressured Kim Se Ron for financial damages. The agency clarified that the total damages questioned amounted to actually 1.1 billion won, and they claimed that they had already lowered the amount to 700 million and ultimately absorbed the loss. According to them, sending the legal documents to Kim Se Ron was not to pressure her, but merely a necessary legal procedure to classify the amount as an irrecoverable loss in company records. On March 15th, the channel released a new photo showing a man who they claim to be Kim Soo Hyun wearing only a t-shirt and underwear in what appears to be Kim Se Ron's home. The image is being cited as evidence supporting Kim Se Ron's family's claims that the two actors were extremely close and lived together at one point. Following this revelation, Kim Se Ron's family issued a direct statement right after, calling Kim Soo Hyun to apologize not only for allegedly dating Kim Se Ron while she was a minor, but also denying the relationship and pressuring her for financial damages. They emphasized that they are not seeking compensation and that all they want is an official apology. In a separate related legal action, the family of Kim Se Ron has also filed a lawsuit against another cyber wrecker named Lee Jin-ho, who we'll talk about soon after. According to the family, Lee Jin-ho consistently defamed Kim Se Ron's character and image and allegedly contributed to the distress that led to her passing. Now, as tensions continue to mount, the entertainment industry is watching closely whether Kim Soo Hyun will respond or if more allegations will surface in the coming days. 가로 세로 has currently stated that they will reveal one new photo every single day, and apparently they have a lot of photos. Do you think Kim Soo Hyun can ever recover from this, or is this the beginning of the end?
Public court and the legal court are two different things.
Right.
And in terms of the public's eyes right now, the fact that he allegedly dated a minor, that's like already a deal breaker. But then on top of that, all those moral decisions he made, like just ghosting her, not responding to her, pressuring her. I feel like it's just going to be very, very hard to rebound from that.
I don't really know about whether the legal document part was something worthy of like a permanent cancellation. As, you know, a business owner, maybe he has some defense. If he just simply, you know, said, oh, okay, don't worry about it, but it's on company money, then technically he's frauding stakeholders of the company, right? I think the only point of concern should be whether or not he dated a minor. Personally, I don't think the intimate photos being reported online is necessarily helping, to be honest.
Me neither.
It's kind of diluting the case.
Yes.
And I don't know why like those photos of person who allegedly is him without any pants on, like how that's supposedly helping us like figure out. It's like a humiliation
It's
tactic.
humiliation, it's sensationalizing, it's just like riding off of this huge, you know, hate train and just trying to instigate more stuff.
Do you think the Kim Se-ron's parents are kind of regretting going to 가로세로 for this sort of expose? Judging from their past, obviously they're very exploitative on these kind of celebrity scandals.
I mean, they're cyber wreckers themselves.
Yeah,
too.
they are.
Like
they're like the top
of
tier.
Top,
The top tier. Obviously, like we knew that this was gonna be like the direction that they're going in, and when you like look at their show, they're not even reporting. They're not like saying like, oh, this is what happened. They're saying this human garbage. Like even from the get-go, they're using very strong language. According to Kim Se-ron's parents and family, they tried to contact like 100 different major news outlets. They were all denied.
They made the deal with the devil.
And this was, I guess, a necessary step on their part. But it is unfortunate that a lot of the reporting is going to sensationalism.
I wonder why the major outlets didn't catch on this case. Maybe it was just too hot to handle for them.
I don't think the media would consider anything too hot to handle. Right?
Maybe,
like,
but then these are like serious allegations against like a serious K star.
Right.
So
that is true.
You got to have like the most research and like everything prepared. But
whereas like these 가로세로 people, they're like cowboys. It's the Wild West.
They're always at court. They're always, you know, suing each other and all that.
Suing somebody.
Yeah.
Probably they're already being sued.
Speaking of cyber wreckers, though, on to the next news. This is actually the core of the case that not a lot of people know about. The Lee Jin-ho lawsuit, which is the catalyst for the whole Kim Soo Hyun scandal in the first place. We're going to be covering that. To understand how the whole Kim Soo Hyun controversy all began, we need to first talk about this YouTuber Lee Jin-ho, whose controversial reporting set the stage for everything that followed. On March 17th, the bereaved family of Kim Se-ron filed a defamation lawsuit against Lee Jin-ho. The family's legal representative accused him of spreading false information that exacerbated Kim's emotional distress before her death. Lee, as a former entertainment journalist with now more than 620,000 YouTube subscribers at 연예계 뒤통령, it means entertainment back alley president. Yeah, what a shady name. He has repeatedly posted videos questioning Kim Se-ron's past relationship with actor Kim Soo Hyun, suggesting that she fabricated their romance for attention. The family disputed that these claims, asserting that Kim Se-ron and Kim Soo Hyun were in a relationship and that Lee's videos framed Kim Se-ron as manipulative and deceptive, worsening her already fragile mental state. So this is why the family claims that they had no choice but to reveal Kim Soo Hyun's information in order to get Lee Jin-ho. The family is calling for an investigation into possible evidence tampering, as Lee deleted multiple videos related to Kim Se-ron after her passing. If you go to his YouTube channel, there's no sign, no...
Yeah, he was very quick on that.
In response to the lawsuit, Lee Jin-ho actually released a rebuttal video where he defended himself, claiming that he never stated that Kim Se-ron and Kim Soo Hyun's relationship was fake in the first place, calling the accusations against him misleading framing. He also said his videos were part of standard reporting, not an attempt to defame Kim Se-ron. He questioned why only he was being sued when other media outlets had published similar reports. He denied accusations that he sought out Kim Se-ron's burial site for content, saying that he only wanted to pay respects. And then he accused the right-wing YouTube channel 가로세로 연구소 of pushing one-sided narratives and warned that he may take legal action against them as well. Despite his defense, public backlash against Lee has been overwhelming, with netizens condemning his speculative reporting and perceived exploitation of Kim Se-ron's struggles. Online reactions include, "He made money off of someone else's pain. Isn't that murder? Deleting the videos doesn't erase what he did." So meanwhile, Lee Jin-ho's legal battle has reignited calls for stronger regulations against cyber wreckers, with a national petition surpassing 50,000 signatures, pushing the issue to the National Assembly. So the question is, actually, some argue that the public is shifting its focus away from the real issue, which is Lee Jin-ho's role in exacerbating Kim Se-ron's distress. And some people are suggesting that because Kim Soo-hyun is a high-profile celebrity, he is receiving disproportionate scrutiny, while Lee, the catalyst of the whole scandal, faces comparatively less backlash. So given these circumstances, is the public scrutiny of Kim Soo-hyun overshadowing the accountability that should be placed on Lee Jin-ho?
I think it definitely does overshadow because he's such a famous celebrity. If what is being reported is all true, then of course, like, you know, that is also like worthy of public outrage.
What these people are claiming is that, like, technically Kim Soo-hyun is collateral damage, like he's caught in the crossfire between the bereaved family and Lee Jin-ho. For the family to sue Lee Jin-ho, it only stands when the family can prove that Kim Se-ron and Kim Soo-hyun actually dated. That's why Kim Soo-hyun is like being dragged into this. When Kim Se-ron uploaded the picture of Kim Soo-hyun and herself, Kim Soo-hyun's company back then was like, "Oh, this is like groundless. Like, there's nothing. We don't know the intention behind this picture." After that, Lee Jin-ho made numerous videos, several videos about that picture, saying, "Oh, she's trying to get something out of this attention." That eventually led to making Kim Se-ron like a crazy person, you know, and she was like in a very bad place. But then Lee Jin-ho's like, you know, hate commenters and his ganged up on her, and then like at the end, the main catalyst for Kim Se-ron's death and her deterioration of mental health and all that was triggered by Lee Jin-ho, is what the family is claiming. The main, what do you call it, smoking gun of that is like the relationship between Kim Soo-hyun and Kim Se-ron.
That picture.
Yeah, so the family has no choice but to prove that they were actually dating.
You can't really say like one thing is the cause of like her demise. I think there's so many different aspects, you know, from alleged underage dating, and then also the drunk driving incident, and also the debt, and also those legal documents, and then these YouTubers coming for you and making these crazy rumors. All these elements did contribute, but I don't think it's like safe to say that like one thing, oh, this person caused her death. You know what's ironic is 가로세로, who is the ultimate cyber wrecker, reports on Lee Jin-ho getting the petition, like the petition against cyber wreckers. And they're like, "Oh, you gotta sign this because cyber wreckers like Lee Jin-ho are fucking ruining the society. They're a menace to the society." The ultimate cyber wrecker.
Yeah, I don't even know what's going on anymore. So like, I just think at this point when nothing's legally confirmed, we got to be just very careful, not just sensationalize this, not consume this as entertainment. Gold medalist actually stated that Kim Soo-hyun's in a very bad mental state as well too. We got to take that into account.
Before we have the real facts out there, we just have allegations at this point, and
just basically go read the disclaimer one more time.
On to the next news. Kim Soo-hyun is cancelled from shows and faces potentially huge payment for damages. As the scandal surrounding Kim Soo-hyun continues to unfold, several brands and television networks are now taking swift action to distance themselves from the actor. On March 17th, NBC's variety show hosted by G-Dragon, featuring Kim Soo-hyun as a cast member, titled Good Day, released a statement confirming that they will edit out his appearances as much as possible going forward. "We've decided to edit out Kim Soo-hyun's appearances as much as possible. We recognize the seriousness of the controversy and we are prioritizing viewer feedback as we move forward with production. The decision comes after growing backlash from fans of other cast members who fear that Kim Soo-hyun's controversy could lead to collateral damage for the show and its stars. Now, despite the scandal, Kim Soo-hyun had participated in the show's March 13th recording, a move that raised concerns among fans and industry insiders alike. Addressing this decision, the production team clarified, "We recorded and filmed sketches with the intention of removing his scenes and minimizing overlap with other cast members. The individual recording done that day will not be aired." Additionally, the Good Day General Assembly segment, which was featured in episode 5 featuring Kim Soo-hyun, will unfortunately continue to air over the next several episodes, apparently 5 to 6 episodes, and that was recorded on February 18th before the scandal was known to the public. The production team has confirmed that Kim Soo-hyun's appearances will be edited out moving forward, but he is in that room, so yeah, it might be a little bit difficult. Perhaps in bigger trouble is his Disney Plus series called Knockoff. Originally set to air in April, the series was positioned as one of the platform's biggest dramas of the year. Very high production value.
Wow.
However, with the public backlash against the actor, the show's future is now uncertain. Adding to the concern, while season 1 of Knockoff hasn't aired yet, but has already wrapped filming.
Oh no.
Now they are in the process of actually filming season 2.
What?
It was in production right now.
Him still as the main character, right?
I'm assuming so.
Whoa.
Whether the series will premiere as planned or face indefinite postponement remains to be seen, as Disney Plus has yet to make an official statement on this matter. Meanwhile, Kim Soo-hyun's troubles extend beyond television, as major brands are now cutting ties with the actor. Luxury fashion house Prada, bakery brand Durejuru, outdoor apparel company K2, and LG Healthcare have all quietly removed photos and videos featuring Kim Soo-hyun from their official channels. According to industry insiders, the financial fallout could be a staggering $50 million. $50 million.
$50 million.
Yes. Kim Soo-hyun currently holds 18 brand deals, and if the controversy continues, he could possibly lose them all. Actually, probably most brands at this point, would have his face removed.
So the 50 million is just for endorsements, but if we're talking about the Disney Plus, that would be another thing too, right?
Yeah, I've heard numbers claim that costs like 40 million, 50 million to make. And if it's like shelved forever because like he's a main character,
it's gonna
then
be
that's
like,
gonna be kind of insane.
like times 10.
Yeah.
The breach of contract and all
Right.
that.
Public
At
already
this
believes.
point, whether this is now like legally factual or whatever, there's already such a tarnished image that the brands are like, at this point,
Like,
there's
we're
no
cutting
point.
ties.
We're just cutting ties.
Yeah.
And I totally understand the brands.
Yeah, for them, they're like, imagine like the most hated figure right now being the face of your brand. Of course, that's not good for your brand, right?
Yeah.
I'm just curious if that Disney drama will be shelved when they're already in production.
I think it will be shelved. How do you go around that?
Their method to recoup would be basically replacing his face.
No, that is...
Actually, that would cost quite a lot, like considering he's the main
And who's
character.
gonna watch it if they know it's like an AI swapped film? Like,
It's like,
what?
oh, his body is still there. It's very unfortunate because maybe because I also did production. That was someone's
Blood,
hard
sweat, and
work,
tears.
blood, sweat, and tears. That might have been someone's first drama.
Filmography.
Like they might have been so proud. Oh, I got to do this drama with this Kim Soo-hyun, all these famous actors with Disney. Like I made it, mom. And then your fucking drama gets shelved because of what happened so far.
And on the side, Disney Plus isn't doing really good in Korean market. So this might be actually the pull the plug moment.
Yeah, I heard like
they're in massive deficit.
They're maybe making one drama a year. And this was that one drama.
Yeah.
I mean, who would have thought?
Yeah, Kim Soo-hyun.
Right?
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Out of all the scandals, it's
No,
like,
I'm not saying this is all true or confirmed,
course, of
but I'm
course.
just saying like who would have thought like this guy who's like the top tier actor in Korea would experience such a downfall in like this, like one single week.
Yeah, let's constantly put a disclaimer here,
Yeah,
like as a watermark.
Right, right. Like,
Yeah, so that's basically it for this week. But as the whole case is still going on and it's an ongoing situation, we're probably expecting some official statement or stance from Kim Soo-hyun's company this week. Obviously, there's like a time discrepancy between DK News and real time. So we intend to cover all of that and give you updates on our Patreon after show. And also on top of that, there's also another big news related to Korea coming up. It's actually the final wrap of the impeachment thing, the whole martial law case. This week, it's expected for the President Yoon Suk-yeol's constitutional hearing, and it's gonna determine his fate of whether he's impeached or not. So
and that's going to determine Korea's fate for
Yeah.
the foreseeable future. So we will talk all about that on our Patreon after show. It will be live because of the rapidly unfolding events. Last week we did it recorded, but I think this week we do need to do it live.
Yeah.
So please be sure to subscribe. It will be live at this time.
we'd love to hear your your opinions in the live chat as well. So please join if you can.
And see you guys there.